Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from group 3 and we will present and discuss about sampling techniques and observation of pest population. In our group there are 5 person. First is Ismi Aflahal Maria with student number 51, Yusuf Arifin with student number 54, Rafido Arianto Hari with student number 56, and I, Fatahila Ahmad Ahyaudin with student number 57. Restoration of insect population. The population density is rarely measured straightforward exempli gratia by direct counting of the individuals. More often, the estimate of the population density are obtained indirectly. Exempli gratia by collecting sample and processing the sampling data using a variety of statistical tools. In the case of insect, their density is often estimated based on the trap counts.
How to calculate a reliable estimate of the population density from trap counts. The first is individual-based modeling. One way to look at the dynamics of trap counts is to simulate the movement of each individual in the field. For the sake of clarity, we will focus on individual movement in two spatial dimensions, that is, on a surface. Our analysis therefore immediately applies to trapping of walking or crawling insect in a field. The second is mean field approach diffusion equation. Diffusion theory cannot only be used in the field of physics, but can also be used to describe the tightening of insect groups. The release of these insects is assumed to move freely, independently on other individuals, move randomly, and is not affected by outside factors. The basic nature of this modeling is the form of interaction between elements of ecosystem or in the form of the process of translating a conception of physics and biology into a form of mathematical equation or a form of mathematical relationship. Assessing plant damage. Damage to crops by the attack of plant-disrupting organisms can be absolute or presumed absolute and not absolute damage. To assess an attack that caused absolute damage or considered absolutely, use formulas as follows. I, attack intensity, equals to A, number of examples that are absolutely damaged or are considered to be absolutely damaged, divided by A plus B, the number of samples that are not attacked, and multiplied by 100%. Population distribution and sample withdrawal programs. Sampling is done according to spatial distribution, namely the spread of organism in a living space or habitat. Next will be determine the pattern of distribution according to the average value and variety. The importance of sampling is to determine whether the pest population has exceeded the economic threshold. It must be carried out periodic monitoring activities of pest populations, natural enemy populations, land conditions, and climate.
Next, distribution patterns are one of the most important ecological characteristics of a species and are beneficial of practical and theoretical purpose based on the relationship between variety and average. Pest distribution pattern can be categorized into random, uniform, and clustered. Random distribution. Random distribution have a variety equal to average in this distribution pattern. Each individual has an equal opportunity to occupy every point in a region so that the presence of an individual does not affect other individuals nearby. Uniform distribution. If the variety is smaller than the average, then the distribution pattern follows a positive binomial spread. In this distribution pattern, individuals in a population are relatively crowded and move away from each other, so that if insects avoid plants where the egg group would be I, then the exiting distribution pattern must be regular. Clustered distribution. Scatter pattern cluster following negative binomial distribution with greater than average variance. In this distribution pattern, individuals are attracted and clustered at any given point. With or without environmental influences, grouping can differ in the same habitat and may vary over a small area.
The implementation of an integrated pest control program, there are three methods of sample withdrawal. First, absolute methods. The absolute sampling method results in population rate utilization in the form of the number of individuals per unit of ground surface or observed insect habitat. With the number of population density obtained, it can be directly carried out the restoration of population density in a particular area of observation. Second, relative method. The relative method sampling methods result in population restoration figures that are difficult to convert in ground level unit due to the many factors that influence the rate of utilization. How to take sample using insect trap tools such as pitfall trap, leg trap, and sweet net. Third, population index. In the method's population index, the observer only measure and calculate what is left by the insect. Objects left behind by insect are in the form of cocoon, dirt, nests, etc. By knowing the distribution of pests in the field, it can be determined the right choice of sampling technique. Here are some commonly used sample withdrawal patterns. First, diagonal. This is done by sampling that start from an angle toward the opponent to form a diagonal growth. Second, W path. This is done by sampling that start from an angle by across to form a W growth. And next, stratified random sampling. This is done by dividing the land into several paths, then randomly taken for each part. The sampling pattern is that same as spiral sampling. And last, simple random sampling. Simple random patterns are inefficient when used to several sampling area have spatial diversity, especially between one place and another. Sequential sampling. In addition, there is also a sample collection in a row. In sequence sampling, the sample is taken gradually. Sequence sampling is sampling that a sample member takes one after the other and at each time the sampling is completed and analysis is performed. Next, the sample is taken and concluded whether the sampling stop or will continue. Each member of the sample taken is united with the members who have been taken first before being made a conclusion. Sampling gradually allows researchers to save on cost incurred in the sampling process and can minimize error in sampling such as excess sample. In sequential sampling, the sample text does not have to be matched but adjusted to the case at hand. That's all from Group 3. If you guys have any question, you can use forum discussion on Spada. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.